I think one of the things that has been brought up is how do women deal with the real estate atmosphere here in Orange County as well as other areas, since it's primarily been a man's arena. And you know, I think we all have opinions on it, especially here at Avanath, how we feel it is here.
Here at Avanath, it's been extremely different, right? Because I have ladies like you to pave the way and to lead by example. So I've never felt any differently than I would, you know, in a different gender. So it's definitely been very accommodating and very supportive, and I think the growth has definitely been projected in that sense. What do you think?
Well, I understand what you're saying, having been in a number of different real estate companies, and I think maybe time has evolved in some way, but at other companies I've had a feeling where it was difficult to find my voice and to really stand out. I struggled to be recognized, and when I was looking to come to work at Avanath, I was looking for a place where I would be able to bring my skills and experience and make a difference and be recognized and appreciated for the efforts and accomplishments without having to emphasize, hey, look what I did, or justify myself. And that has absolutely been the experience here at Avanath. I just feel like we get a great opportunity to shine, and can't say much more.
What have you found? Because you've now had the opportunity, if you will, to be with several companies that have property management and compliance. And how do you see it in general, and then also here at Avanath?
Much like what Camille said, as the longer I work, I remember when I first came in, all of the chiefs, if you will, were men, and so here we have more ladies, women, in executive positions. And like to Ada's point, having you and Camille, Tanya are great mentors. So we can ask you guys things from a business, you know, to personal things. So that's really a huge benefit. And yeah, I've seen a big difference just in the gender alone, having the women here. I think their last company I worked at were maybe 3, and one of the largest companies at that time in the country. I think it was at one point. So
it's great. We don't get lost.
We don't get lost. Our work is recognized. Our accomplishments are recognized. So
I think Daryl's always promoted that, as well as the other partners, that he wants diversity. He wants to see women grow, as well as men, and he really helps to see that growth throughout the company, and he always has.
And we interact with a lot of our consultants, our attorneys. They all have women that are in prominent positions in many of the companies that we interact with. And so it actually just feels very natural. It doesn't feel like anybody's trying to make an effort, like, oh my gosh, let's make sure that women aren't forgotten here. You know?
Yes, right.
We never have felt forgotten. We aren't. And we have a voice. And
it's great to see the diversity, not just male versus female, right? But the diversity in the company. I think it's one of the very few companies that I've seen or worked for where we're so diverse, and that helps so much with ideas. And as women, we have different perspectives than men, which is okay, and we're celebrated for that, right? And I think that adds a lot of value to the company.
You know, I went to a women's initiative conference that was given by one of our law firms, and they handed out a number of books, and they had a number of speakers that talked about women in industry. And interestingly enough, one of the things they brought up was that women typically, and in the past, have not been very good at asking for those promotions, asking for advancement, asking for projects where we would be able to shine and make a difference, and that makes, that impacts our careers over time and impacts collectively your pay over time. And I thought it was very interesting, and I looked back on my career and thought, wow, I really see that having been in this company or that company, but I don't feel that way here. I feel like, again, we just all have an opportunity to put our best foot forward and to be recognized for that, and just to shine.
And don't you think, just in general, not just with Avanath, but the movement that's going around the country as it relates to women in general, that they're standing up for their beliefs, and they're standing up for how they're treated. And I don't think any of us have a problem here, but obviously in other environments that women have, and they're now standing up for themselves, and they're allowed to, which I think is huge.
It's great. It's a great movement. I was actually just at a conference where Michelle Obama had the opportunity to speak.
Wow.
And it was amazing when she pointed out how this industry is still dominated by male, Anglo male, but how happy she was to see more females in the industry, especially more female leaders. That was definitely touching, and it was great to look around and get the feel for where the industry really is, but how much we bring to the industry. And I think our male counterparts are realizing that.